It's alright, it's okay. Doesn't really matter if you're old and gray. It's alright, I say it's okay. Listen to what I
Oh, I just did something really stupid. Little tired. There we go. 31 tabs. Restore window. Boy, that was a lot to accidentally do. Hope y'all are doing well. Rob Smith here. Trying to get to a live. Look, there are little bodies down here. Oh my God, there's little bodies. Look. I actually been trying to find all these little action figurine things. I forget where I got those back with Teresa Glover and Lifeline. I've been trying to find all these little action figurine. Where's the sound? Here it is. All right. And I'm trying to get them all in one place. Actually, I got a plastic container today to start putting them all in. I found the Migos, and I actually had this. Show this to my stepdaughter Amber. I've been carrying this guy and this guy with me in a little pouch thing that had all my toiletries, as they say, all my travels for years, and they never got out. I just took them out about a week ago, I guess. I don't even know where. I have no memory where I got this. I know where your Buzz Lightyear came from, but I remember that I've had that 30 years. All right, I got paper. I got pens here. I don't know if anyone's going to come by. And I'm tired. What a day. I've done, I walked 3 miles today so far. I think something's been happening here because of what happened to my Facebook pages. I'm going to continue it. And I've really separated my politics, my Florida, my history, my environmental, and all that. I'm thinking more I'm going to not do that. Because I just got them, and that's something that's happened because of this loss. Wait to see if anyone else comes in here. What to draw? Well, I said I'd start doing Halloween. Let's do Halloween tomorrow. I will be here at 8 p.m. I promise. Whatever may occur, I may run out tomorrow. What can I do? And I don't think anyone's Alice. Hope and Dennis might, but I know this is late for them. I was with them earlier. We did a bunch of video, and I need to try to create something with that. And I need to get back to my books. That's something else. All right, let's see if I can get this. That seems so far away. Can I zoom it out a little bit? If I can zoom it out, there we go. A little bit. Let's see where I am here. So I'm up here, all the way down to here. And what can I do? What is today? Today is I did a post on my throughout social media. That's the way I need to put it now. I always talk about Facebook, but now with Facebook having such a low number and Instagram having such a big number, so it's on Instagram, it's on Facebook, it's on the Swampy Florida page, it's on Twitter, it's on Truth Social, it's all over the place. But it's about the Jacksonville Zoo. And it's something actually my friend Jim Furr and I were talking about how cartoonists aren't recognized. And if you want to go see that brochure, you can go to swampyflorida.com, or you can go to Instagram. You just look for Swampy Florida. It's out there. And this is not something I have in my collection. This is something I don't have in my collection. But I came across it because I was talking to Hope and Dennis about eBay stuff, and I came across this while doing that, and I thought, wow, look at that. What great cartooning this monkey is. Go look at the monkey. And so I just, there was no signature. And then there's a big map, really nice map someone's done, and no name. I have no idea who did it. We could probably figure it out if I really want to research it, but I don't know if I can. So, I mean, how much work that I have done that was in all kind of City of Orlando advertising is known. I don't even know. I don't remember myself. Oh, today's Cat Day. What am I doing? Of course, it's Cat Day. Oh, there we go. Hello. Okay, where we go. I figure your mother might not come by because I know it's late and she's got to go work tomorrow. But I figure And I don't know if anyone else will. Tomorrow I will do. Tomorrow will be a what do I call it? Busby birthday broadcast. That's what we'll do. I came across. I came across this at the antique store. So I'm going to do a video about these. This is the poodle room. The poodle. See poodle? There's a little poodle. Look at that poodle. What a nice little sculpture thing that is too. Who did this? I have no idea. No signature. We'll never know. Is that blurring? No, that's good. Look how nice it is. And look at this. This was a stir at the Fontainebleau at the bar. The poodle room, and there's Fontainebleau. And this was at the antique store. So I have another Fontainebleau stir, but I don't have that handy. But I was just getting some out. I just got some plastic containers from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to, here's a Tampa highlight one. I think I've posted this before. This is Tampa highlight. So there's a little highlight guy. Got number 2 on it. I don't know why. It says Tampa highlight. I think I'm going to do a whole broadcast about these. As I got a bunch. This is a wonderful one. This is the Deauville. That was at Miami Beach. But look at the sword guy. Isn't that neat? Really neat. Let's get some light reflecting so you can see it. Nice work, isn't it? Yeah, these were these were you would stir in your booze. Now again, I don't drink. I'm fascinated with bars, but I really can't stay in them very long. They kind of make me ill. It's so stupid. I'm so fascinated with them, but I am. But I've got a lot of stirs. You may more recognize Rosie O'Grady's. This was a stir. It's nothing spectacular. But how many people have this anymore? That's a good question. I've got this alligator one. It's all it has is the word crocodile. But really this is not a crocodile. This is more an alligator. Crocodile would have a thin needle nose. So this is really an alligator. Really neat. So you'd use this as a stir. I guess I'm not even sure which end you hold. That's how much I know about this stuff. And this is a neat one. This is called Les Violins from Miami. And it has these wonderful little violins on them. Isn't that just incredible work? Can you imagine a business doing this today? And it was a thing. As you went bar to bar, you'd pick up these things. My father, as much as he attended bars, I'm not aware of him having any. But I picked up a few along the way. And I'm going to get them all in one place because it's really, really cool. Yeah, that Buccaneer is really cool. This was phenomenally expensive. Very expensive. This was expensive enough to get these letters to punch out from this plastic stick. That was because they didn't want just THE. This got a little flair to it. The Deauville, and that is the logo that the Deauville had. And then they wanted this that they use. And that's their swordsman, their musketeer, if you will. No, I mean this would cost a fortune. They'd have to charge $20 for something like this. And I've got a mess. I don't know where I got this. This is a nifty one. It's not really Florida, but it is in a sense because it has an orange on it. But this is Smirnoff vodka screwdriver. And the end is a screwdriver. That is clever. So they had to make the mold for this. And then so this was a run of however many they made. Now for the Deauville, they could only make so many because only so many people could stay there at any one time. And they had the seasons. So they would do a lot for the winter season and not so much for summer. So they'd only last so long. But Smirnoff could do them all all the English-speaking world if they wanted to, and so they could make a lot more of these. I got this I spent 50 cents for this. That's just ridiculous. Now I will say, this poodle room cost $4.50 today, but I'm so tickled because I have another Fontainebleau. I got to get them together. Now, I'm going to do a video of all these. I think and talk a little bit about all the different places. If maybe I'll show this tomorrow. Because Melissa, I don't know if Melissa will be here. Now, I don't know what this is. This was called the Playgirl Club. I don't even know where I picked it up somewhere on my travels. But I don't know. I mean, I would guess it was Well, it's also 50 cents. So it looks like I got it at the same place. So maybe I picked this up at an antique store, or a whole bunch of them, and I saw this was Hallandale Beach. I think it's the only one I have from Hallandale Beach. I don't have that many, for heaven's sakes. But this is something that Melissa would know, and I know. The Imperial House. My sister would gulp, would gasp at this. This was a place my grandparents would go in Winter Park on 1792. They went to dinner there. I experienced first time I ever saw a caricature was at the Imperial House. There were a number of Imperial Houses. They were part of the Morrison's cafeteria chain, and that is a they had a separate. The Imperial Houses had a bar, and then the restaurant was separate, and in between was a hallway. For example, I was little, 5, 6 years old. We'd go to the main restaurant. I'd go. The bathrooms were in the hallway, but I never saw. I remember seeing the bar out in the distance, but I never went into the bar. I was too little, so it's a good way to keep the kiddies away. And that's kiddies shouldn't be exposed to booze. Anyway, I love that. That's just terrific. So I may do. I am. I'm going to do one. Oh, another neat place. Oh, here's Holiday Inn. Now, of course, with Holiday Inn, this isn't necessarily Florida, but they could do millions of these. Yeah, you're right. A 3D printer could knock these babies out, couldn't they? Tim could. Tim could over his place. Oh, you're looking it up. Well, actually, I'll say the reason I almost got here late was I only got here less than an hour ago or so, and my phone's gonna die here, and I need to get to drawing, I guess. Um, but my friend Joanne Fenstermacher was asking about Publix, and I started looking how much. I don't know if you know what a winged Publix is, but Publix used to have wings on their sign. They were like, well, let's see, they were like this, and there was this, and it would have. You'd have this down here, and you'd have a little walkway, an apron, and then you'd have door. I mean, I hope you know that you're young. You may not know this, but the entry is on the right. The exit's on the left. In fact, today when I walked to the Publix, I chide people who walk the wrong way into Publix. It tells me they're from up north someplace and don't know any better. They haven't been raised right. But this is a typical Publix. This is a sidewalk. This was marble, and these were the windows. Pretty typical Publix. This was the apron. Your handle would be out here. You would not have probably seen this. You're too young. Publix markets. And at one time, this had the S. Let's see, can I do this? S and H green stamps on it. Had this? They weren't always on here, but they were. This is a wing, and that's a wing. Pretty much all the wing Publixes are gone, with exception of a very few, and that's what I was running across. Joanne got me wondering about that. So I found there's one down Miami, actually Miami Beach. Miami Beach has always been a place of style. You won't know that. You're not going to hear about that, but it's true. They've always had something involving style. Down here at one time when this wing thing was here, over here was the Danish bakery. That was right next door. And then usually there may be another spot, but this was often Eckerd's down here, Eckerd Drugstore. My father opened a lot of Publix, a lot of Eckerd Drugs. But this was, and the marble is still around most today. Now, we mentioned Colonial Photo and Hobby before, which is on Bill's. That's the Art Deco late 40s, 50s Publix. And that if you go to Colonial Photo and Hobby and you go to the entrance, it's just like it was. There are other old Art Deco Publixes. The original one in Winter Haven's still there, but it's not Publix. It's something else. The one in Lakeland's still, There's actually, Lakeland's neat because it's got the Art Deco version of the 40s, early 50s, but then it's got there was a kind of a pseudo Art Deco that was done in the late 50s. That one's still there. It's oddly enough, it's the tag office. It's the auto tag office, and they've actually added neon in the front of the that. This was the 60s version with the wing. This was the late 50s 60s version. I grew up with these, and they were everywhere. And your mother will remember them. I think no, she may not because she's a little young too. I forgot. I keep forgetting how young she is. Yeah, she may not be very familiar with this either. She'll have maybe some memories of it. I'm trying to figure out where she would have seen it because the Publix on West Colonial didn't have the wings when it was built, but the College Park one did. All right, I'll stop. And the New England Oyster House, that was another one, and that was the New England Oyster House. Does it have a location on it anywhere? Yeah, a bit of the old salt down south. New England Oyster House was based in Miami, and they were scattered about. There weren't many, but I went there when I was little. Okay, where am I? Oh yeah, lost all. I mean, this was creative. Those stick. We don't understand how dull we've gotten. Technology has not made us more clever. It's made us less clever, less thinking, and that's so. Again, I'm so much against Amendment 3. Why do we work to try to be stupid and not clever and not smart? I don't know. Anyway, so I've got more too. I've got more of these. I've got a glass full. Actually, this glass I have them in. I got to be careful. I've got it in a beef cane cup. Oh, and me restaurant. I showed this before. I think has a fountain. There's a fountain inside the Columbia restaurant. Now, what's neat about this Columbia restaurant is that they have extra color on it with the white lettering on the blue plastic. But that's the fountain that's still there today in the Columbia restaurant today. All these stirs are likely 60 to 70 years old. But this glass is a really nifty glass and really nifty part of my collection. I love this glass. This is pre-Disney stuff, so you don't have all that garbage. So you actually show a cypress swamp. We were looking at, well, there was a cypress thing over there at the park we were at. All these wonderful places: Belle Glade, Lake Okeechobee, Sarasota, Punta Gorda, Fort Pierce. People don't really know any of this anymore. But that's a nifty glass. Anyway, I've got them in here. So I'll do a video about that. I think I will. I'll upload this way later. Okay, where am I? All right, so about Inktober, which is why I'm doing this. I'm so tired. What a day. But I was going to show, this is what I did today. Oh, I was going to show, I guess you haven't seen any of my Swampy books. Have you seen Aquatic Adventures? This is one of my Swampy books. Right there. Manatee. That's Terrence the turtle. And this is a whole thing about how our water works in our state. And this was written by Heather O'Bara. And the most knowledgeable person of water in our state, Dr. Bob Knight, and me. I participated in how this all is written, put together. I push real hard. I don't like realtor builder developers. I push real hard to get this middle thing about how buildings create a lot of pollution. This is verboten in the environmental community. They do not like to touch this. If you start touching this, they suddenly don't want to donate money. Oddly enough, because the realtor builder developers want to control the environmental folks, so they can do whatever they want to do. So if they get the environmental folks, you guys go over there while we're doing whatever we want over here. That is a fact. I don't care how crybaby environmentalists are. They are environmentalists up to a point, and they hit a wall like that, and they'll back off. And I've been so furious about that. But anyway, this gets into different things you can find in a cypress swamp. I love draw cypresses and cypress knees. I do it a lot. Anyway, the Indian River Lagoon book's going to be like this. It's going to be kind of a continuation of it. Oh, Teresa Farrington's here. I didn't get to Sam's Club. Oh, yeah, Dolphin doesn't know that either. Yeah, I went to Publix and I worked on. Okay, so here's what I worked on. Woo. Oh, yeah, don't let me lose the artwork. Yeah, this is for Dr. Steve Brooks. This is for his invitation. Um, we talked about a bit after I saw y'all. Look at the camera go crazy. Look at that all pixelating. That's awful. Why is it doing that? I don't know. Let me see. Let me see if I can get the focus work. I'm going to take it away, put it back. Does that work better? It look better? Still, I don't know if it's a pencil. Anyway, this is a rough pencil for his invitation, and it's a scene involving a new hospital. Each year I do the invitation to his Christmas party. Then I do his Christmas party. And Teresa's the only paid, unless something changes, the only paid Christmas party I'm doing. It's the only caricature party. Only caricature party I have, period, anytime. Because I was doing some things for some politics. A week from now it's over. Well, not quite, but sort of. I'll still do it. I'll do the Federated Women probably next year sometime. I usually do. I'll do a caricature thing for them once or twice a year. I love being with those folks. They're great friends of mine. Anyway, this is Dr. Steve Brooks and Santa. Apparently, the new hospital he's at is having a heck of a problem with parking people. And the security guys are going nuts, piling tickets on everybody, including him. Steve Brooks is is a known individual. He is a well-known urologist in the area, and he's certainly known at that hospital and in the area in general of Lake Mary. He drives a white Bentley car. It's known he drives a white Bentley car. So he parks in the parking lot. People should know it's his car. He is a renowned urologist. Yet he's been getting tickets. He's not been parking wrong. They've just been giving tickets. They find any little thing. So here is with Santa, a reindeer. I made it Rudolph. And so there's no sleigh parking, no reindeer parking, no red vehicle parking, which would be the sleigh, no red nose parking, no. And I have Santa with an armful of tickets and Steve with an armful of tickets. And so Steve says, "I'm sorry, Santa. How about you coming to my party?" Steve's great. Steve's from New York City. And, oh, so you're not seeing the pixelation, just me? All right, that could be it. So Steve is, Steve's originally from New York City. His father just died a number of years ago, but his father and I both love Sinatra, and we talk Sinatra. I didn't get a chance to talk to him too many times, but it was great. Always loved talking to Sinatra fans. I was listening to Sinatra a good part of today, actually. But Steve's not. He's in the rock music. You kids in your rock music, just stay over there. Get off my lawn. I mean it. Get off my lawn. Anyway, so Steve is a renowned urologist, and actually he's a big fan of it's a rock group about Queen. Is that a rock group? He has a whole room full of stuff about that. He flies to New York all the time. He doesn't do almost anything. I was talking to Dolphin, I think, a bit about this. People come down here and then they don't do anything. They're so wrapped up in where they came from, they don't want to do anything around Florida. And that's so sad. There's so much to see in this state, and they waste their time at the Disney Military Industrial Complex and other garbage. And there's so much to see in our state. And Steve doesn't know much of this stuff. Before his party, I'm volunteering at the Seminole County Historical Museum. I'm going to be drawing happy animals, and I'm going to be docent talking about the history of Seminole County. I could talk about any county history in Florida. But anyway, I'm talking about Seminole County. And he's never been there. He doesn't know. He thinks it's neat I go, but he doesn't really understand it. He doesn't understand why I would do that. Isn't that weird? It does look fuzzy. It's not just me. All right, so it's not just me, Dolphin. Thank you, Teresa. I'm not alone. Now it's not fuzzy. It's okay now. Anyway, I gotta get it okay. I just penciled this at Publix. I just sat there in the table and chairs, and I got a meal. I do not like their pulled pork. I still don't. I thought I'd get about once a year I still don't like it. I still don't like it. I don't know what they're doing wrong there. All right, so what am I doing about this after drawing Publix? And Teresa's here. Now, tomorrow's going to be, we're going to be celebrating Melissa Busby's birthday because she can't do anything. She's really sick right now. So we're going to have I'm calling it Busby Birthday Broadcast. Well, yeah. Oh, here. Well, see. Look at this. Oh, Teresa would be interested in this. What did I just do with it? Did you see these? Look at these. Look at these stirrers I have. I just picked up one today at Antique Mall. It's called. It was from the Poodle Room. See the poodle? And there's the Poodle Room. And this was a stir at the Fontainebleau in Miami Beach. See how clever that is? You imagine any place, anywhere doing this today. I was showing the Smirnoff one. It's got oranges at the top. Smirnoff, vodka, screwdriver. And what's at the end? It's a screwdriver. Isn't that cool? You imagine anyone going to this extent today? And I've got a whole bunch of these. I'm going to do a video, a Swampy Florida video, and dolphin like this. This is a cavalier with a sword over his head. A little light glancing off of that. This is for the old Deauville. Look at the letter THE. They could have just done straight Helvetica, but no, they do it the Deauville. This is the logo. This is also Miami Beach. This stir, they were giving these away, and Dolph may not know that these were given away. Stirs were given away. You got a drink. Of course, you paid. The drinks were expensive. Here's what I didn't show. This is the Tahitian bar, the Castaways. This was over in Tampa, and look, there's a palm tree and two people standing by the palm tree. These are specially made for these places. Imagine you're making the mold you had to have. Well, Teresa does paintings on windows. Imagine making a mold that would fit this. I find it also interesting. Some of these have writing on the back. Yeah, there's writing on the back. Miami Beach. Oh, so this is there's a Tahitian Beach. The Castaways. There's one in Tampa, one in Miami. Okay, this is a Miami Beach one. But you imagine making the mold and punching these babies out. It's only for this location because it has Miami Beach. Oh, my battery's gone. I'm sorry, my battery's almost dead when I came here. I can't stay on too long, so I got to draw something. It's Inktober after all. But isn't that fascinating? Unbelievable. Okay, so I'm going to do a video all about that. And we were talking about how. Oh, today's Cat Day, so I should do something about that. And pumpkins and Halloween. Any idea? Okay, so we're talking about. How can I don't know if I can do this? It's about Cavaliers. So tomorrow will be Busby stuff. So I'll be baseball and Teresa, next year you should participate in this Inktober. It really gets you working. Yeah, our friend Melissa's very sick. She's having a real tough time. So she came and go celebrate her own birthday. She doesn't even have a choice of not celebrating her birthday. She just can't do anything. We'll do, not that she's going to even necessarily watch tomorrow, but she can watch another time if she wants. But frankly, why do people shouldn't be having birthdays in fall? None of these fall, but we should just negate all the fall birthdays. You know what I mean? I mean, we ought to. Oh, that's right. You all have fall birthdays. Well, maybe not your birthdays, but everyone else's birthdays. If you don't know, Dolphin's birthday is coming up in, what, a week or so, or something like that. Where I have a lot of birthdays is in January. That's when the birthdays pile in. I'm not really connected to a lot of my birthday friends here. I'm from January. Well, a lot of them also aren't even on Facebook. Or I keep thinking I'm doing this on Facebook. I keep forgetting I'm not there. I'm trying to be a little more pushy to Facebook. I'm getting nothing back. It's as bad as these Christmas cards I was working on. It was fun drawing these kind of. Well, I didn't have time, but I'm making stuff. I want to go to bed right now. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Thank you, Dolphin, for helping me do all that video earlier, by the way. There we go. I got myself in trouble there with that cape. Yeah. Really? And now I just got to make a video of it all. I'm not sure when I'm going to do that. I haven't done my sped up versions. Oh, hold on. Let me make that up. I forget what I'm doing. This is the longest I think I've been consistent with Inktober, which is strange because I'm actually in one of the more precarious positions I've been in life right now. Last year I couldn't do anything. I don't think I did one drawing the whole time, so I'm glad to kind of catch up here. Okay, so now something Halloween. What's Halloween? Maybe a werewolf or something. See, he looks a little too cheery, doesn't he? I need to give him some age. Give him a little bit of. Yeah, because I'm not doing enough darkness. That's it. Spot your blacks. Spot your blacks. There we go. Now it looks like he's got a sombrero on. Oops. What's the next thing you're doing, Teresa? Actually, I should show his mouth open. I really need to finish the Gopher Tortoise book. It's so close. I keep getting myself off track. Playing the violin. Draw Puss in Boots. I have a cat character that's dressed up like this. I started doing it back in junior high school. This is my favorite character. I actually had one of my Facebook pages was being held for with that name. I lost. Did you do any video, Teresa, of your at the church? That was a big church. Gee. I hope they're paying taxes for all that land. My gosh. I'm going to get Neil Adams here. I can't help it. I'm going to see if I can get, in January, I'm going to see if I can get my friend Marcia to join us. You never met Marcia Eaton. She's a caricaturist. That means Gerald will be, her husband will be there too. But she'll draw. I don't really know any of the caricature guys in Central Florida anymore. I'm not. I don't. I'm not a. You know, I'm not a fan of Keelan's. So good, good. I'm one to talk. I should do one at Steve Brooks' party. He wouldn't mind. And folks tend to know me there. Steve brings a different group each. It's one of the most difficult groups I've done. His the people he tends to invite are not necessarily the right type of what we do. A lot of them are put on a lot of airs. But Steve's also a friend, so I deal with it best I can. I just got to make sure I'm awake when I do that event, which is tough because I'm at the St. Lucia Festival earlier in the day volunteering and educating folks about Florida history. Then I go there and I got to wake up because that goes till 1 or 2 in the morning. Then I got a long drive. Well, I may not. This time I've been offered a place to stay, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to take advantage of because I've driven back way too tired from that. Last year, I was sick. Oh no, last year I stayed at the hotel. That's right, I stayed at the hotel in Lake Mary, not far from where Steve's office, doctor's office. He's offered me to stay at his place, but he has a palatial mansion. Not as it's a big place. It's very. I mean, it's a multi-million-dollar home. I'm just not going to be comfortable there. To be honest with you. I might as well be honest. I mean, what else? I love the place. I'm going to steal it from him. Actually, I'm not a big fan of all the werewolf stuff. It's just silly. Oh, I was going to do so because it's Kitty Day. Oh. I'm tired. I forgot. So all I did was I went to Aldi, a Dolphin. I didn't go to Sam's Club. And I was saying to Teresa I was going to go to Aldi Sam's Club today. Oops, I'm going to mess up these legs, I just realized. I was going to try to get a Sunday. Well, I didn't know about going to the antique store, and I kind of ended up hanging around there. Bad about that. Yeah, I think I saw your photos, Teresa, that you took. I'll see about Marcia joining us, so you can get a couple drawings from some folks. See, a lot of other folks I know are kind of in retirement or gotten old. just be honest with it. Again, why am I saying I'm tired? So I'm just repeating myself. Almost, what am I doing? I'm not. Oh, you can't see all this. Oh, for heaven's sakes. That's right, I zoomed in. I forgot I zoomed in. Let me zoom out. There we go. That makes sense. Yeah, and what did I pick up? I picked up, where is whatever it is I picked up? I forget. I'm not sure. I was carrying something around. I even forget what it was. The pool thing really caught me. I was so tickled to find that. I got to send it to AJ Dowd. AJ's going to love it. Him being from Miami Beach, he'll remember. He knows the pool room. Pool room no longer exists. They redid the place. You can see the pool room if you run Jerry Lewis and the Bellboy, or just call it the Bellboy with Jerry Lewis. And the whole film was filmed mostly in or around the Fontainebleau, and you can see what the place looked like in 1960, 61. Because it don't look like that no more. There's a big condo that they built beside it too, unfortunately. Fontainebleau people built the condo. Yeah, one time, it's funny. You'd think with the way the Miami Beach is, it would have been a big place for caricature, but it never really was. Not like International Drive was. The hotels there, whether it be the Deauville or Fontainebleau or Eden Rock, were really exclusive places, and you just couldn't go in there and draw things. I want to do this. So we'll do the Busby birthday broadcast tomorrow. Then I'll try to get back to doing the cute little animals watercolors like we did yesterday. Oh, what I'm going to do with this new hospital he's now in, I'm actually going to do a drawing of the hospital separate. I'm going to put it in the background. I'm not sure how I'm going to fit it in yet, but I'll fit it in there, and then it'll be a separate drawing that he can then use inside the invitation because he wants to show people he's moved, and he hates it. He has to go to a hospital, but that's what Obamacare has done to him, and he's furious about it. He loved having his own independent office, but he can't. There's just no way to do it. As I've said, because of Obamacare, I can't go to a doctor. Oops. There's a tree out here. What atmosphere, huh? What am I doing? Oh my gosh, the battery. All right, I'm clocking down hard. I'm less than 10%. We'll do some more trees. All right, I will hold on to. I've got to get. I'm getting everything organized because I'm going to have to be moving here at the end of January. That's going to be the only little thing about the 22nd I got to work out. I'm hoping to have most everything out of this apartment by the 22nd. But I'm going to take things I have for people and put them in envelopes. So I'll have them for you. Could try to mail them, but I don't know. Try to get that atmosphere, a little bit of. Yeah, there's no cleverness in construction well, I mean, look at the place that you went, that church place you were. Everything was square, 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 square. The two buildings were square. Each of the four parking lots were square. They had another thing that was square, another thing that was square. Guys, tilt. Do something. And it's not just there; it's just everywhere. It's like that. We're talking about the old Publix grocery stores and how they used to have wings on their signs, and now they're just blocks. Unimaginative. What happens when you take away, if you're not cleverness and the idea that you can build from and start with a small little thing and turn it into a great big thing. Golly, I sound like Harris, aren't I? I don't make any sense. I'm tired. But doing these stirs was a time where we were still smart and clever and could understand it. Today, the cleverness isn't there to take that or the wings of Publix markets or much anything else. Everything's very sterile and dull and boring. And yet they don't realize it and they accept it, which shows how bad it is. That they don't recognize there's something wrong with it. Because it's being done by a lot of money guys who don't care. All right, there's my Inktober. Yes, squares everywhere. They're everywhere. 2000. Where am I? 10, 29, 2024. I'll put a little. Maybe I'll put a moon. Okay, so maybe I could do just to add a little bit more in here. A little bit of line work. Maybe a moon popping up here. You see those pictures that Bippy posts of up there of the moon and all. He does a lot of great stuff. The ambassador of Rochester or Buffalo. What Rochester? That's it, Rochester. My friend Jennifer Huber's Buffalo. Get them confused. There you go. All right. For what it's worth, I should have it like an open collar. Give him that little. How about that? For whatever it's worth. So tomorrow we'll do Busby birthday. My friend Melissa Busby is very ill and can't do anything for her birthday. And I don't even know if she's going to come by here because she doesn't like that I'm going to put a focus on her. But she can go watch it later and I'll do the drawing, give it to her later. I might draw a couple things because just for fun. But 8 p.m. tomorrow. I'll do it 8 p.m. tomorrow. And thank you, Teresa, for being here. Thank you, Dolphin, for being here. And anyone else who's come by. It actually shows 5 people. I don't know who all they are. I know 2. I don't know who the others are. Probably spies out to get us all. They're probably werewolves watching. They want to come get us all. Or I doubt they're the Deauville swordmen here. Where are they? Oh. Also, I'll have to give Teresa probably doesn't have any of my books either. I got so many of these things. All right, of all the different, that's just the one, and there's all the other ones. All right, you all take care. Have a great night. Hope you all get some. Yeah, and please click the thumbs up if you want. Click the not schedule. What's it called? Subscribe. That's it. Subscribe. Yeah. Subscribe. And thank you all for being here. And Richard Dolphin has other videos, and Teresa has other videos. You can click on their names and find those. And I'm going to be posting some sped up versions of all this stuff here sometime soon, I hope. I'll see you all later. Take care. Rob Smith calling. Rob Smith here. And I'm going to go to sleep soon, I think, myself. Good night. Good night.